Good afternoon, everyone. How are we today? Huh? Has it not been a long, dry season? The last 2.5 months have been challenging. We'll talk about that for a little bit. This is a second installment of my Blair Armstrong or Blair4home vlog, if you may. I wanted to find a different way to reach out to not only my friends, my family, and my clients. So instead of writing emails, hopefully this will be a little bit more entertaining to you. We will have a list of different topics as we move forward to this. But again, as constantly check back at my website at Blair4home.com. I will also be posting this on Instagram and Facebook. If you ever find any content that feels like you need to share it, by all means, please do. This is what it's for. We are in a new world of communication. I had a big conversation about that today. So we will be talking about that in a little bit. Before I get into this too far, how are you? To my friends, how are you? To my family, how are you? And to my clients, how are you? I miss you all extremely much, which is kind of weird. I'm an introvert by nature. I have forced myself to come out and be sociable. But, there's times that I want to sit and just watch TV and be by myself and collect my thoughts. And that's how I got here today. Is the last couple of days I have been thinking about what's been going on in our world. I've been getting very excited over the last couple of days because it feels like we can start getting back out and not being so scared. But that also made me think, there's not going to be a lot of people that want to be in my lane. There's going to be people that still feel like they want to stay at home. There's people petrified to even go out. And how this came about today is I came across a verse today. I do a weekly Bible study with a group of men throughout the desert. Very glad to have them around. But a verse came up today is Isaiah 35 verses 3 and 4. And it says, encourage the exhausted and strengthen the feeble. I'm like, man, if that's not a message from above, especially right now, I don't know what is. And I say that because even if you're excited to go back out, I think that we're tired. I think that we've been cooped up. I find my patience getting about that big. Little things are starting to set me off. I don't want to be that guy. And maybe you guys are that way, and maybe you're not. And if you're not, give me some of your stuff. But it's getting to that point. I guess that's why I'm so excited to go out. But as I said I go back to is strengthen the feeble. We need to be an encouragement for if you're like me and want to get back out there. We need to give encouragement. We need to be understanding to those people that are not ready to go out. I'm not saying that they're feeble. It's just that they're scared. Be patient with them. Be patient with your person next to your store who still may be like, hey, I'm a little bit okay to go out, but I'm still a little bit nervous. Don't get upset if they get upset with you. Understand that this is a big step for them. We have been driven to think this is a major thing. I'm not saying it's a major thing, but some people have it in their mindset, it's big, and we'll never get over it. A good friend of mine's today, Scott Stewart, put out something out there today is, we may never get over this. This virus may be around for a long, long time. So is a flu. So is a chicken pox. If we get it out there, there's a lot of things that we can't cure, and we adjust to. I don't know how long this is be around. Will I be cautious? Sure, absolutely. I'm not going to go and, hey, touch everything and run all over the place. But I do want to get out. I want to go see my friends again. I want to be in big gatherings and go to a restaurant and sit down and talk and be in the ambiance. And it's not like I could like to do that all the time. It's just that I'm ready. And another conversation we had today is God did not make us to be separate and away from each other. That's a big concern of mine because we've got locked into our Netflix. We've got locked into, working from home. Even though that home is really nice, it's good to be around an atmosphere at an office. I just came back in the office. This is my second day back in. No one's here yet. And that's okay. I had to get back. I want to feel that vibe again. And it's good. I'm locked in, and I feel good, and I'm excited where the market is, and I'm excited to what happens in the future. I'm scared what's going to happen in the future. So many emotions coming out there, and then maybe you feel that way too. But it was time for me to get out. There was a calling, if you may, that I had to get back out there, and I have to do something. And start thinking about what's going to happen in the future, and know that no matter what, God will provide. Again, I'm not being out there. I'm not going to be flamboyant about it. So please, if you see this and like, wow, this guy has no regard of what's going on, I do. I have a father-in-law that is in that compromised category. I have other friends and who have family that are in that compromise. So I'm being cautious about this. I'm just not, throwing caution to the wind and say, hey, let's go after it. That's not me. But I do want to get around some people. I feel that's why we're here on this earth, is to be around people. If we have to be cautious for a little bit, that's fine. But I still want to be around people. So this is not a, hey, you have to do this video blog. This is just telling you where I feel. And if it touches somebody, if you have any comments after you see this and you feel like you want to do it, that's fine. If you do have comments, I will say this. Guys, don't make this political. I am done with the politics stuff on here. It's everyone's right and everyone's wrong. So just stay in the middle on this topic. Keep your political stuff to the side if you feel like you need to comment on it. No harm, no foul. If you feel you want to be political on it, that's fine. That's where we're at about here. So again, big encouragement for you guys as we get back to normal, or, it could be a while. I know we're just a couple days into this and things are starting to open back up. Be cautious, be respectful, be loving. Think of that other person to be next to you may be scared out of their minds. There may be other people that are maybe in your lane that are, if you're the person that's in this lane, that, hey, let's go. Let's have 50 people around and let's have a party. Don't be dumb. And I don't want to say it. I apologize. Just be cautious of what you are doing out there, because some people, they may not be in your lane. So one thing that was brought up to me too, another thing that was brought up to me too today is sometimes you might have to ride in somebody else's lane, because that's where their fear factor is. Ride in their lane for a little bit doesn't mean you need to stay there forever, but it's easier to stay in their lane for them, for those people that are worried or cautious, to get in your lane. So switch lanes for a little bit, and once you're done with them, you are more than welcome to go back to your own lane. So again, that's it for right now. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about in the next couple of weeks. Now that people are kind of getting back to it, so feel free to always check back. I will always post these on my Instagram page. I will always post these on my Facebook page. And most of all, they'll be stored on my webpage at Blair4home.com. We will be talking real estate in the future. Just right now, I just didn't feel like it was right time. I've got my Corona hair. Lord, please open up the salons for a little bit. I am like almost 9 weeks into this. I know this is like country club problems, as I call it. You see my stuff out there. I'm ready to get back out there again. I know golf courses are open, but I've just been too busy getting ready back to this. So anyway, I am needing a haircut. So you see this, my good friend Ron Frank, who may watch this, he calls this my helmet because there's some stuff up in there. So anyway, I hope you're well, guys. Stay well. If there's anything we could do for you here, I've got a great group of people that have surrounded me. not only in colleagues. I got a great group of men and women who are entrenched in their faith that would love to help you too if it's not me. So let me know how I can help you guys out. Feel free to call, feel free to email, feel free to text, message, however that may be. Come see me, guys. I have a great office down here at Ironman Country Club. It just takes a phone call. It gets you in if you want to chat. I got some masks from Equity Title. I've got a little package here that we got from Equity Title. It's got booties and masks in them, and I have another great friend that makes masks. So if you just want to come in and start your socialization back into society, I guess you can say, feel free to come to my office. There's rarely anybody here right now, so we can have a nice little conversation. I have a bunch of Cokes and root beers and Sprites on hand. So I love to see you guys if you want to, or we can just take a walk around the golf course or a golf cart ride. Stay well, guys. I miss you. I love you, and I pray for you every day. And we will talk to you soon. Take care.